moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
shortly coming online. State-of-the-art hospital that is shortly coming online. Originally, the Redemption Hospital, now the old Redemption Hospital, situated in the borough, and of course, it's been battling sea erosion. It is almost of nowhere anymore to be talked about. The administration before President George Martin Weah thought to start a process. Now the process continuing with His Excellency Dr. George Martin Weah. A Redemption Outpatient Clinic was, of course, originally called the Redemption Outpatient Clinic. Started with 50 bedrooms, I'm told. And of course, it originally got open in 1982. Redemption has grown to a very big hospital in Moserado County. That hospital is about to get relocated. This is the new home. We are about to take you to ongoing construction of the new Redemption Hospital. Stay with me. But I'm told that they are in a very advanced stage in terms of this job that is being carried out here. And from the level of things, upon our completion here, we'll get to know when this project will be completed. It's going to be the Green Hospital. There's an entire agriculture base attached to it in terms of the flowers and the design work and what they will be doing. They've already started planting the trees. The layouts have already started in the compound. They've already started laying out some of the trees that will beautify the structure upon completion. So you're seeing some flowers already been planted, and as we intend to bring it to you, we will do it just so that you see it and get on talking here. Let me talk to you. Have to please introduce yourself for us.
Hi, my name is Edward Gould. I'm the structural engineer from Mass Design Group. Mass are the architects who designs the hospital, okay. And now we are overseeing West Construction to make sure that they build it as per the design and drawings and specifications.
So design, specification, and everything had to come from your side as Mass. So you've done all of the blueprint. They are doing the actual work. You're keeping your eyes on it technically. Are you satisfied with what you've seen so far based on what you presented?
Yeah, given the current climate and the difficulties of building here, the quality is actually very good so far.
Very good so far.
Yeah, it's not finished.
So what sort of design is this? How do you call this design? Because I know buildings are designed with different names and different form, especially for those the architectures.
What sort of design? Structurally, it's a 2-story frame with made of reinforced concrete with continuous footing foundations. So basically, you have a series of feet, and then you build your legs on those feet, and then you put in layers between the for each level, and then it's that's it really.
How many bedrooms or how many rooms is expected here? Or
I think it is 122 beds. Is that right? 155 beds.
155.
Yes, so that's not number of bedrooms. That's number of beds because it's a hospital. You have wards.
Yeah. So it's 155.
Correct.
So what is the estimated time you think that this work? I know we in COVID it slowed down the operation, but
originally the hospital was programmed to finish August this year, August 2020.
this year.
However, due to unforeseeable circumstances and some of the challenges of the project, it's likely to finish around August 2021.
August 2021.
Yeah.
So we have to push it back to almost a year.
Yes.
Okay.
Through some changes in design, through some unforeseen circumstances such as COVID-19, these sorts of issues cause delays.
All right, thank you. So we are moving in there so that we see what your design looks in terms of it. So we will get moving. We'll get moving here. And so like you rightly said, the project was scheduled for August this year. Again, due to the COVID-19 and other situation, they are now anticipating that August 2021, this Redemption Hospital will be completed. So that these are the agriculture team, and they are doing the layouts, I'm told. So good to see you. Some familiar face, even though you're wearing a mask, but how are you? No, you don't have to hold the microphone.
Okay. Hi, my name is Gavo.
Okay. So you're doing a layout here.
Yeah.
I'm told that this place is going to be a garden with flowers and buildings and designed based on what you intend to put here.
Yeah. This is the agricultural component of the project, and we are going to be doing landscaping here, putting in plants, trees, shrubs, grasses, so as to, one, beautify the place. The two, the trees will help to promote the health component of the project by providing clean air for the patients to breathe and whosoever passing by, and also to give the place the beauty that it deserves.
So you started already, and how far you gone now?
Well, we've completed the first phase of our nursery.
I'm sure that the guy on camera is capturing us, and you see the workforce here, and they are doing some very big casting work here, and they are working. You see the sort of job that they are doing, even in the mix of COVID-19. This team is stayed here, making sure that there's a new Redemption Hospital coming online very soon, and all because of the vision of His Excellency Dr. George Martin Weah. He wants to see that this health facility comes online, and the work is still ongoing. They are working at all levels. Okay. So this is the demarcation for another structure, I'm told, and we just want to see what exactly taking place at your bike, and they are still working. They are still laying this side of it. Serious work seems to be going on, and so this is another engineer. He should be for another portion of the building. And so, what is the name?
I'm T. Shadrick Yoko.
Yoko. So, which of the building do you control?
Basically, I control building B. This is the maternity section of the project.
So he responsible for where the maternity center of the project. The maternity center of the project is where we are right now, and this is Building B. And you are the engineer for. So what is the status of the work at Building B now?
The start of the work now, we are level 2. This is our level 2 slab. I think you see we have done pouring of our slab, our whole section, and we just have like 25% of our slab to be completed. And then when you look through the building, the section you look where we have not casted is the C section, where you do C section. And then the next section is the women care, where there's kangaroo, we call it the kangaroo wall. Yeah. It's for women care. And then on that side is the neonatic indicator, where children are kept in some medical equipment to keep their body warm, like children who are born like prematurely. Yeah. This side of the project, this side of the building is the nursing station. We have the nursing station, we have the staff quarters. And then you'll see some structures like this one. This is the chimney. We saw one. This is one of the beauty of the project, right? We have solar chimney, and the basic function of the solar chimney is for air conditioning, the circulation of air. So in the building B, at this level, at level 2, at level 1, it's just where we have pre-delivery wards, where we have delivery wards, where we have operation theaters, where we have nursing stations, where we have like everything is just about women care at level 1.
So when I spoke to one of the supervisors, this project was initially earmarked for some time this year, but we have COVID and there's a delay. We are now pushing it to another month, a few months ahead. Are you of the belief that your team of engineers and consultants can get this job done in time? Because it's like you are working even in the midst of the virus and the slowdown of activities taking place around the world.
I'm very, very positive. I'm 100% sure that we can complete this project because this is Liberian owned. They will benefit the population a lot. So I think with the team we have on site, with the team of West Kefcom, I think we can accomplish this project so that the Liberian people can benefit like immensely from this project, because this project is going to like cover a huge population when it comes to healthcare in Liberia. So I think positively we can make it.
He's speaking positively, and of course, say that we can make it. This is the Building B section, and you see exactly what they are doing here. We've been guided by our safety team, so they are telling us exactly where not to go. But men at work, women at work, and they are doing it here on a very equal ratio here, and they are demonstrating in time that they are to complete this project. Because His Excellency Dr. Weah want to see this happen on his watch, and that is why they are putting all of the energies, the resources, the partners, the government. They are making sure that this new redemption hospital comes alive sometime very soon. So,
Yeah, hello, my people. We should not be on today, but we are trying to test some gadgets that we've, added to our equipments, and that's the reason why we are here. So there's not going to be much in terms of discussion because we are testing, like I said earlier, some gadgets. So we're not going to be here for too long. But again, I'm playing you videos of President Weah initiative for Liberia. And the first video that I played you is the new Redemption Hospital. As you may be aware, the Redemption Hospital there in the Nuku town, one of the most populated, area on the Bushwa Island, has been catering to thousands of Liberians. And that particular facility has been overwhelmed with the number of cases, and with growing population and etc. So it has not been easy for the Redemption Hospital. And also with natural disaster threatening that particular area, the sea erosion. Erosion is gradually taking away even the one of the best government, or we say public uh, institution that we have there, that is the D12 Memorial High School. The sea is gradually, encroaching on the building. In fact, those of us that were born in that area and that know Nukutan, you will see that the fence of the D12 Memorial High School, a portion of it has been, taken away by sea erosion. So the sea is gradually coming. It used to be far, the sea used to be far, far, far back. But because of, natural disaster and all these different things, so the sea is gradually taking over the area. So His Excellency President Dr. George Weah have decided that, look, we cannot continue to have this redemption facility here that is not even spatial enough to take care of the number of patients that we have, or the number of people that are, seeking medical attention. There is a need for us to, kind of like build a facility that will be able to meet up with the current day, population and challenges. So the new Redemption Hospital was commissioned by His Excellency President Dr. George Weah in the Corway area. And one of the reasons why that place was chosen was because of the space and etc. etc. So the new Redemption Hospital, under the leadership of His Excellency President Dr. George Weah, he did the groundbreaking of it, and the project started. Let me see if I can bring you something here. Here. So let me bring you this here. Oh, just bear with me. Like I said, I'm testing some of my equipment. So I want to welcome my own big sister, Madam Sise. How are you, Mama? You are welcome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. So this is the new Redemption Hospital you are looking at, under the leadership of His Excellency President.
Good day, viewers and followers of the Executive Mansion social media page. Call it the social media Facebook
Let me
page.
just carry
Call
you
it
out.
the YouTube page of the Executive of nowhere anymore to be talked about. The administration from your homes and your offices,
I
or
just
maybe
want
sitting
to,
somewhere and finding some
play
time
it
out.
earlier. Like I
The
said,
last
I'm
time
testing
you
some of
saw
my
us,
equipment.
we were coming to you live
By
and
here.
by various means of reporting from the southeastern part of Liberia. Now we've returned to the nation's capital, Monrovia, and we've switched our attention on more developmental projects under this administration of His Excellency Dr. George Weah. Today, I'm privileged to be traveling with a team. Again, my teammate is Mr. Olin Cooper. My name is Smith Toby. We're coming to you from the site you see here is the new Redemption Hospital here in Moserado County. Precisely, it's now located somewhere in the Upper Corwell. And of course, this facility is now being developed into a model state-of-the-art hospital
So you see that the reason why I am showing this to you, I'm going to show you some, is that when you have a leader that is very innovative, a leader that is developmental oriented, a leader that will be so kind enough, which is very, very unusual in most of our African country, to think about his people instead of himself, or filling out the pockets of his cronies. This is what happened. So His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah launched this Redemption Hospital, and you see that the Redemption Hospital was being paid for, the project was being paid for by the government. If you observe what is happening, Joseph Numa Boakai and his gang are doing something that fellow Liberians we need to take notice of. I know one will say government is continuity, and that is truth. Government is continuity. But also, you must be able to acknowledge and appreciate your predecessor and recognize their effort. But it is unfortunate that that is not something that Mr. Boakai wants to do. So if you observe most of the project that Boakai is now completing, these are projects that have been paid for. They've already been paid for by the government of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. And the clever thing that Joseph Numa Boakai is doing is going to those projects that have already been paid for, and the only thing that needs to happen is for the people to start, the project. He going right back to those projects and telling the people, yeah, let's complete the project here. And people who do not know will think that, yeah, these are projects that are undertaken by Joseph Numa Boakai. But thank God that we are here to inform our people, to educate our people, and to continue to give you the factual information. So this hospital, that is the new Redemption Hospital in the Corwell Belt, was paid for everything. I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. I played the video and I want to play this again. And I want you to listen. Smith Tobe, at the time, the Deputy Press Secretary General, went on the site, did an interview with the engineers. And one of the things that really stalled the progress was because President Weah didn't just want the usual hospital. You just build something and say you put it down, let people go there. He wanted a state of the art, a modern facility that will be built to be compared to any other hospital in the Western world. So because of that, he was very meticulous enough to ensure that everything that is done on that building is done in detail. That everything that is done in that building is done with details and with exact precision. So even during the Corona time, the people were still working. That's how far the hospital project is dated from the coronavirus time. But we all know that when the coronavirus became so intense, to some extent, that particular project was placed on hold. Not by the government, but by the engineers, people who were working there. The engineers could not, guarantee the safety of workers. And they said, because this is a health, issue, we cannot keep our people or keep our workers here. So they will have to go. So the company left. But there was no issue about money business and the company. No, because the government had already paid all of the money for that particular project. So let's listen to Smith Tobe as he goes along. And then, like I said, I'm testing some of my equipments here. That's why we are
That
here.
is shortly coming online. Originally, the Redemption Hospital, now the old Redemption Hospital, situated in the borough, and of course, it's been battling sea erosion. It is almost of nowhere anymore to be talked about. The administration before President George Weah thought to start a process. Now the process continuing with His Excellency Dr. George Weah. A redemption outpatient clinic was, of course, originally called the Redemption Outpatient Clinic. Started with 50 bedrooms, I'm told. And of course, it originally got open in 1982. Redemption has grown to a very big hospital in Moserado County. That hospital is about to get relocated. This is the new home. We are about to take you to ongoing construction of the new Redemption Hospital. Stay with me. Stay with us as we now move inside where the new Redemption Hospital is located. We are now just moving in, and these are our team members. We call them team members because they will be taking us through the various stages and explanation. So my camera team is ushering us in, and I'm sure the last time we came here was of.
So, fellow Liberians, this is what we have. And the reason why we thought to play this is to tell you that the Unity Party of Joseph Nyuma Boyka, because these people do not have a project of their own, they've never initiated a project, and they don't want for the face of President Weah to be seen, his development to be seen. So they will not even acknowledge the work of President Weah on these projects. So it is intentional. When you see that Boyka is claiming projects that he knows nothing about, that were never initiated by Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf or by them and by President Weah, and don't want to acknowledge the presence of President Weah, it's simple. Boyka don't want to, he don't want to hear anything about CDC or CDC related. He will come at it. He will destroy it. But thank God for technology. That technology is always present. That we can be able to, refer to these projects that were undertaken by President Weah. So they were paid for. So Boyka went there and began or to conclude the project. And his surrogates are running around. Oh, Boyka Complete Hospital. Oh, Boyka Complete Hospital. The last time I saw Boyka talking about hospital business was a private clinic. This is just to tell you how this man does not even have the love for the Liberian people. Don't even care about Liberians. Boyka will choose to dedicate or to pay money to ensure that a private hospital, a private clinic, not even hospital, a private clinic. Can you imagine? The president of the republic will go to host or will go to grace an occasion of a private clinic, which the private clinic is also serving Liberians. But you will never find Joseph Nyuma Boyka doing anything significant that will cater to the majority of the people. The last time we saw Joseph Nyuma Boyka, it was at a private clinic. I don't want you to believe it. I will play you video of Joseph Nyuma Boyka at a private clinic. A private clinic. So you see, Boyka is so incompetent. This man does not have a single law for the people who elected him out of his desperation and destitute. Now today, guess what? Boyka has forsaken the Liberian people. And it's all about himself. So let's play a few bars of this video. Let's play a few bars of this
Very
video.
short
This is the
stay,
redemption site. You
but
see that?
this is
Very
the
huge
entire
place.
layout. And like you'll be watching, there are stages, there are different sections, different buildings that will be explained to us as to the
See
status
there?
of the current ongoing work here at this
You
gigantic
see,
building
this is
that
what
will.
President Weah was able to do. And I want to thank His Excellency President Dr. George Weah, along with the team that worked along with him, the likes of Smith Toby and all the other guys, Emmanuel Orland Cooper and the team. President Weah, you see, his style of leadership is completely different. President Weah do not believe in sitting in a 12/6 area that you call office and surrendering himself with luxury and forsaking his people. No, he don't believe in that. President Weah believed that he was elected to serve the people. And those who are working along with him must be on the field, just as he is on the field. So President Weah took the first 6 years to say, look, we got to get on the field, we got to inform our people, we got to make sure that all of the projects that are people oriented, we explain it to our people. And so therefore, people who today, look at Kula Fofana, they get with dress like somebody who going for some kind of beauty contest. And we stand at the executive mansion in Caesar Dennett Hall and get press briefing. You've never seen a Kula Fofana going to any project site or any of our deputy going to any project site to explain to the Liberian people the initiative of the Joseph Newman Boakai administration. But this is what we saw. This is Smith Toby. He would take the mic and go all over to explain to the Liberian people about the development of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. President Weah ensured that his team at the Ministry of Presidential Affairs, they were not just team to sit in office. Take for example, look at Chokonkwi. Chokonkwi at certain time, in fact, I used to be confused whether this guy is, a minister of state with our portfolio. Because he was almost all the time, every time working, he was on the field. From one project to another project, from one project to another project. The team was always on a project site. They were always working. When you look at Chokonkwi, all of the years that he worked with the administration of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, I cannot recall of a day that I saw Chokonkwi sitting down in office and lecturing. Chokonkwi were always out. If not this other project, is that other project. If not that other project, this other project. But today, is that what we are seeing? Or rather, you are seeing somebody like Anthony Kesseley, one ignoramus, who was here in PA, in Philly, asking people for pepper and chicken soup to cook. That today he is working with Joseph Newman Boakai, will get on Facebook at all as he is, and not even respecting his age, but will get on the social media and insult people. And insult. So you see, that's why we continue to tell you that these guys have not come to rescue the Liberian people. They've not come to rescue the Liberian people. You are seeing it for yourself. The Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs was a moving ministry. President Weah had that particular ministry on wheels, from one area to another area, going, informing the people, telling the people on all of the projects. I mean, bringing governance to the people. That's what we saw. Today, that is not what we are seeing. The boys are big ball at the Ministry of State. Let Colina Kurade, in less than no time, the woman got a mansion. She has a mansion. She don't want to know. She enjoying herself. The last time we saw her, she was in pool, displaying her different parts on social media. Of Mo Ali then is in water, they playing, having fun. These people have only come to rescue themselves, and not you, the Liberian people. And sometimes when we say these things, people think we're joking, but we're serious. So let's listen to this. This is
With hosting the new Redemption Hospital. Remember, the old one started as a clinic. The little move in,
so this is the
it
project
turned
that
to
you
be a
said your
referral
father wants
hospital.
to clean.
It's living up to its names now. The facility is
Let's
gradually
listen to our gadgets.
in a deplorable condition, and
So
so the
just
administration is thinking about relocation. This is the new site. We are taking you on our site, so you find out how is this construction work being carried out. So, because we are already here, we will talk to the teams that will give us the environment introduction of the environment. So let me talk to you so that you have to wear your mask at least so I I can be a little bit further from you. We'll keep the social distancing as well as we do it. So let's do the billing so that we can get you give us the environment. So just come this side a little bit. So what is your name?
My name is Engineer Conan Down, and
so you see now what we are showing to you is what President we are did, taking government to the people, leaving the executive mansion, leaving the traditional style of government, where we believe that government officials are supposed to be in office wearing necktie and coat suit, get paper under their arms, or they have laptop in their hands and hellaba bags. What we know of the presidency is that one man is supposed to be sitting somewhere, and when he passing, plenty car behind him, and you can't even see him. Before you see the president, it's almost like you got to take blood tests or you got to go for some kind of, how you call the thing, different evaluation. But President Weah was able to bring the presidency to the people. You know, let me tell you this. Sometimes we say one of the reasons why the Unity Party was able to succeed with this, their alliance, it was because not many people was explaining these projects that were undertaken by His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. And this was one of the mistake that we made, right? And I can say this here, one of the mistake that we made. We thought that the work that we were doing was going to speak all by itself. That's what we thought. And that was a mistake on our part. We thought that the work that we were doing for the Liberian people, we felt that it was going to be enough for Liberians to be rational enough and say, look, we are seeing the work of President Weah here. We are seeing President Weah handwork. So we felt that the handwork of President Weah was going to speak for him. So we did not do much in empowering our people to speak on our behalf. I'll give you an example. Some of us, everything we did under our own administration was from our own pockets. Absolutely nobody used to, to even get informations that we used to bring and give to our people. Sometimes we have to call one or two persons, go behind the scene, get this information and bring it. So we didn't do much in empowering our people to explain our projects. So because of that, these people were lying. They were lying. The few of us who were out there explaining to our people, we never had the opportunity. Like, take for example, you think if some of our people, they were so kind enough, they could not connect us at the time with a radio station. We have the information. We can discuss the issues. We have what it takes to be able to deliberate on issues. You think some of these people, as minister or this, that, and other thing, could not say, yeah, man, come. We give you a slot on this radio station. We pay for it. Even if it is every week, 1 hour, no problem. They could not do it. Because people felt that when they gave you the opportunity, the glory will come to you and will not go to them. And that's the reason why some of us are grateful that we have been given an opportunity on a larger platform that is the King's FM. And we'll forever be grateful. We want to thank His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. We want to thank the team that is headed by our own Anthony Abraham Godson Will, and all of the team there at the King's FM for giving us the opportunity, for employing our expertise, for giving us a slot that we can have our voices heard. I'm supposed to be with the Anthony throughout the week, but now here it's not easy. So the time and the chance is not really there. But I want to say thanks to our own Anthony, commonly known as Teacher Light, and His Excellency President Weah, for giving us that opportunity on that platform, for our voices to be out there. That's why I don't take it lightly. There are so many intellectuals in the CDC. There are so many brilliant comrades. But for us to be given the opportunity to serve in that capacity, we are grateful. So some of these things that we should have done from the very beginning, we failed to do it. And because of that, the lies of the Unity Party overwhelmed our work. So people did not see what we were doing because we felt that our work was going to speak for us. We said, no problem, our work will speak for us. But now we are dealing with a generation that is challenged, very, very seriously challenged. Yeah, they are challenged. These are people who, when you tell them one thing over and over, even if it is inaccurate, they tend to believe it and they will run with it. And that's the reason why we must not rest. That's the reason why some of us, the least chance that we have, will always be on here. Always. To inform our people. Because it has been proven that our people, some of our people, they do not look at the progress and allow the progress to explain your intention. Look, there are certain things people can do. You can see their intention in that particular work. They don't need to even tell you, or they don't even need to say a word, but you will look at their handwork and you will know their intention towards you. Unfortunately, that kind of, level of thinking, we are challenged with it. Because if people can sit down and say, but our role will eat, the opposition coined those words and they give it to you and you believe it. With all of the development that His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah was carrying on. Somebody will say, but our role will eat, but our hospital will eat. And Joseph Newman Boakai in his chronics, they allow you to believe these things. They lie to you and you accept it and take it as a fixed value. And unfortunately, we could not present our case. The thing is politics. The person who presents his case stronger wins the day. It's almost like debate. In a debate, it is possible that what you are defending might be the wrong thing. But based on how you defend it and the amount of time, energy, effort, and information you put into defending what is wrong might be right, and you might win the debate. It's almost like, take for an example, somebody say the pen is mightier than the sword. Go and argue. Maybe some of you will say, oh, the pen is mightier than the sword, or the sword is mightier than the pen. But it depends on how you defend that particular statement, your thesis. It'll make it to be right. And now men will say, oh, the pen is, mightier than the sword, blah, blah, blah. We explain. And the other men that will kind of say, oh, the sword is mightier. It depends on how you present your case. You win the day. So these were some of our challenges. We did not do very well in presenting our case to the Liberian people. We felt that our work was going to speak for us. That's what we felt. But here where we are. So this is the new Redemption Hospital.
I'm the subcontract administrator for the New Redemption Hospital project.
Okay. So give us an introduction of where we are now.
Currently, you are at the front entrance of the New Redemption Hospital, and you are standing where we do all of our logistic and other activities. The section you see on this end is where we keep all of our materials in containers for safekeeping against the weather. And the section you see here is our first aid department. We also provide first aid, which our safety officer, Henry Johnson, is always here to provide safety for the workers. The sections you see this way is our steel fabrication environment where we
So you see, at this new Redemption Hospital, all of the materials were bought and they were on ground. You see, it's important that we take our own time to give you this information so that you will be equipped to counteract the nonsense that these people will be talking when they're telling you that, oh, Boakai built a hospital. All of the materials, they were bought, they were ready, they were on site, they were on the ground. From steel rod to nail, from nail to cement, from cement to whatever, everything. Now, I don't want you to believe what I am saying. Listening to the video. Huh? Listening to the video.
The teams that will give us an introduction of where we are now.
currently you are
So
at
listening to
the
this.
front entrance of the New Redemption
All
Hospital,
of the materials were
and you are
bought
standing
and they were
where we
all
do
on.
all of our logistic and other activities. The section you see on this end is where we keep all of our materials
You see that?
in containers for safekeeping.
These are the materials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 different containers with all of the materials in there. Everything was bought, secure, and paid for. They were on site. So now that we come in, put plank down, we gotta go buy a plank. We come in, put nail, we gotta go buy a nail. No. Look at these containers that you're looking at. The Justice Department. They had 8 different containers filled up with social materials. New, not old, not second-hand something. So let's go ahead.
Against the weather, and the section you see here is our first aid department. We also provide first aid, which our safety officer.
So you see there, all of the materials, they were purchased, they were on ground. Everything were on ground for this project. So it wasn't that the thing out there, the people got to go buy it. They were out there, they got to go buy it. So it was paid for. The company received what they were supposed to receive for the work. Today, fellow Liberians, it is unfortunate that Boakai will think that we will ignore what is happening because they want to present a picture that, oh yeah, the Redemption Hospital, the Redemption Hospital, it was built by Joseph Newman Boakai. Let me bring you.
I know this is a surprise to many persons, but you know, this is the new Redemption Hospital.
You know, when we told people that there was a project for the new Redemption Hospital, I'm not sure they even
There
believe
you
it.
go.
Yeah,
The beginning of
To
the
see
project.
where it is.
many persons did not believe that there's a new redemption.
There's a new redemption hospital.
This is the
So
new
it was
redemption
paid for
hospital.
everything. Where is it? You see there? The Minister of Finance. See, let me just move this up. You see, what I'm telling you is that His Excellency President Dr. George Weah took the presidency from the executive mansion and took it on the field, took it to the project. To the extent President Weah presence encouraged his people to ensure that the work is done. So President Weah was there. All of the projects that were undertaken by the government, his presence there was to stimulate, to encourage, to bring that particular energy out of the people, the zeal, for them to know that, look, the president cares about you people. He will not just sit in the office and send somebody there in the name of let public work minister go and check there. But President Weah was ensuring that these projects, the people who are working there feel his presence, that they are encouraged. Do you know what it means to see a president coming on a project, interacting with you people, and etc.? So let's
Located.
look there.
Huh? Okay, ring.
Local number we using.
See President Weah? You see him taking the presidency to the people. Look, fellow Liberians, you elected a waste product and you expect any good thing to happen. No, it can't happen like that. It will not happen like that. Unless
Most of these self-supported because they long and solar partner on them, then the hot water system, everything. The ventilation system, most of the thing we're using over there just to control air into the system so that it's energy efficient. And it is built up to the American standard, strictly the USA hospital standard. Yeah. So every material we buy, a lot of it comes from there. Yeah. Yes. Sure. Yeah, there's some solar chimneys that are actually going to raise the building. We have 18 chimneys behind the building, 60 feet. Chimneys 60 feet. And you create your own hot water system for the hospital. So this is just a portion of the building. There's another bigger portion, and we have three more to the current. Right.
Phase one.
Yeah,
There's here another phase two.
Yeah.
The minister of health behind.
Yes. Yes.
so you see President Weah right there.
One looks so I'm kind of
You see there?
So the phase two is supposed to be
That is President Weah
2-4-story building.
visiting the project. Took the presidency from the executive mansion and took it to the people. But today you have a president who will be very busy concentrating on how you call plan one, bottle, and other stuff. My people, like I said, I was trying some equipment and I
155.
just received a call. I gotta
right.
go. But I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. Thanks to all of you. In a special way, I want to say thanks to Emmanuel Bro. Thank you so much for your presence here on today. I mean, all of you. And I hope that
Of course. And Smith, you
let me see.
I think you broke the news at a certain point in time about this hospital. But again,
there's something that we
many
will
Liberians
be
did not
bringing
see
on here.
or have not seen this hospital. But today, coming to see the level for which the new Redemption Hospital has reached. I mean, why again?
I think it's just a matter of telling Liberian people what the president stands for. And this is a president whose dream is about developing this country. When he talked about the redemption is being taken away by the Atlantic Ocean, and there's a need to do a new redemption hospital. See where we are today. This is just phase one of the facility that will be placed here. 155 beds.
Are you thinking about importing or exporting goods or commodities like cars? Are you thinking about importing or exporting goods or commodities like cars, motorbikes, barrels, bicycles, and food items to and from Liberia? The VPK Motor Enterprise Incorporated and Shipping Line Services are available to provide you the services. They are ranked number 1 in shipping services. Your cars and all other items are provided maximum protection with fast deliveries. Book your reservation now by contacting the CEO, Vi Basakin, at 267-437-5873. In addition to our many services, we also buy cars for our clients in the United States. Call right now and allow VPK Motor Enterprise Incorporated and Shipping Line Services to provide you the best shipping services. Tell them Mazola sent me. You will get a special discount in addition to the already low prices.